Hello and welcome to this video which talks about the concept of compounded annual growth rate. Now, what do we mean by compounded annual growth rate? In simple words, it is basically average annual return from an investment. Now, let's understand this with help of an example. Let us quickly have a look at this example where let us assume that a property has been bought for rupees 30 lakh before 8 years. Today's market value of this property is 70 lakh. So what has happened is, in a period of 8 years, a property which was bought for 30 lakhs in value has now appreciated to 70 lakhs. So what is the rate of return which you have received on your investment? If you put this problem on a timeline, it would be something like this. Rupees 30 lakh invested at time 0 have now grown after 8 years to 70 lakh, and what is unknown is the rate of interest. So then, to know the answer, we will need to calculate rate of interest, which we very easily do with the help of an Excel sheet like this. So in the Excel sheet, because we have to calculate rate, let us type is equal to rate, open a bracket, and key in the information asked. N stands for number of periods, which is 8 in our case. There is no regular payment or PMT, so let's put a 0. And then we have a present value, which is 30 lakhs. It is negative because this is the money which has been going away right now. And then future value of 70 lakhs. So as we close the bracket and enter, we find the answer comes to 11%. It is important to increase it by a couple of decimals. So the rate of return, or the average rate of return, or the CAGR, what we have got on this property investment in last 8 years is basically this 11.17% of return. Now let's take another example wherein what we know is that there has been an investment ABC which has been giving good returns in the past 3 years. I want to understand what is the average return it would have given had I invested 3 years ago, and on that basis I might want to decide whether I want to invest in this product now. So last 3 years data says the product has given return of 18%, 30% and 12% to its investors. So now the question is, what has been the CAGR, or the average return? Well, can we say rightly that the CAGR is 20%? Well, let us check that out, assuming that we would have invested rupees 100 in ABC 3 years ago. So if we would have invested rupees 100 in investment ABC 3 years ago, how much would it have been grown today? Let's find out once again with the help of an Excel sheet. Well, let us assume 100 rupee of investment, and it grows by 18% in first year, so that's 100 into 118%, or 100 into 1.18. So similarly, growth of 30% can be said as 130%, or 1.3, and lastly 1.12. What we can do is we can multiply these numbers by taking product of all these 4 numbers, wherein 100 into 1.18 into 1.3 into 1.12, that's 171.8. So now this problem has become like our earlier problem, wherein we said we are investing 100 rupees, and in 3 years time it is becoming 171.8. So then, does that mean a growth of 20%? Well, let's check out using a rate function is equal to rate in 3 years of time, 100 rupees has become 171.8, which is C5 column for me. So what is the rate? Well, it is giving us 20%, but then is it exactly 20%? Let us increase the decimals and find out. What we find out is it is actually 19.77%, a difference of 0.23% from what we had estimated by finding out the average. And this difference has to come because of compounding effect, right? It's not simple interest, and hence your simple mathematical average or the arithmetic mean cannot tell us the average returns or the CAGR. But now if you would want to ask that, then mathematically if we want to determine rate, what do we do? Answer to that is the geometric mean. We'll have to find out the geometric mean of these numbers. Now how do we do that? For arithmetic mean, we add all the numbers and then we divide them by the n numbers. So add and divide. For calculating geometric mean, we will multiply the numbers, not the numbers as it is, the relative return numbers, and then take nth root like this. So solution would be cube root, because there are 3 numbers, of 1.18 into 1.30 into 1.12. Let us once again check this out in Excel sheet to determine whether what we are doing is the correct thing. Let us take these 3 returns relatives separately for this purpose over here. We'll need to first find product of them is equal to product of these 3 numbers. Now which obviously is going to be 1.718, basically 171.81 divided by 100. Okay, now this is the product. Now we need to take the third root. How do we take third root on Excel? Let's choose 1.78 raised to 1 by 3. Remember, for taking square root you can do raised to 1 by 2, and for taking cube root 1 by 3, and for fourth root 1 by 4, and so on. So 1.718 raised to 1 by 3, you will find that it is 1.198 basically, which is this answer in the return relative format. So 1 rupee becomes 1.19. What we can now do is subtract 1 and get the answer in percentage format. So that's 19.77%. We can also use geomean function to straight away get this number like this. There is an inbuilt function called geomean, wherein we choose these 3 numbers and get 1.198. basically solves does 2 steps at a time for us, and after that we can get 19.77% from it. So lastly, in brief, what we understand is that CAGR is the average rate of return, but with compounding, not with simple interest. CAGR is not the arithmetic mean but the geometric mean as far as mathematical terminology is concerned, and geometric mean can be calculated by multiplying the return relatives and taking the nth root of the product of return relatives. That's all about CAGR. Thank you. Hope this was useful.